Hi fellow witchy dreamers, today I have an easy dream spell evoking Hecate to unlock the solution to any problem. Stay around for the end of the video and I'll share a very simple solution to help you remember your dreams when you wake up. I'm Mickie Mueller. Welcome to my studio. You guys are going to love this spell. It's a great way to do problem solving in your dreams while you're sleeping. I mean, what could be better than that? We all get tired. We'll have to go to sleep. The only thing you're going to need to do this spell is a cup or a glass of water. I like to use a cup, a coffee mug. You're less likely to knock it over while you're sleeping. The only other thing that you're going to need for this spell is a key. Keys are a very important symbol of Hecate, and you can use any key that you want. I have this little guy here. It's a little key necklace that I've had for years, and I love using this when I work with Hecate. But you can also use something like these, just little keys that you have around the house. They can be keys to something, or they can be keys that you have forgotten what the heck they're for, because we all have those, you know, hanging on our key rack or in the bowl or whatever, that where we throw our keys at the end of the day. The only other thing that you're going to need is a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, just something to write with. Super easy. I've been using variations of this spell for years. This is one that I actually learned about when I was kind of a little kid, before I really knew what spell work was all about. I did a lot of dream work when I was a child. I had terrible nightmares, and so I had to learn how to do lucid dreaming. I had to learn how to come back against nightmares and fight back against them. That might be an interesting video for another day. I might talk about some other kinds of dream work that you can do. But in the meantime, I want to share this spell with you that I learned about a long time ago. I think I read about it in one of those scholastic books that we all used to get. Remember, they used to send home the little paper, and a little like 2 or 3 page paper, and you could flip through and pick out a really cool book that you wanted to buy, and your parents, if you were lucky, would write you a check and you could send in the book order. Well, I got a book about dreams when I think it was in middle school. I was just a little kid. But that was like, I was just enthralled by this book. It had so much good advice to share, and I had learned so much from that. And I wish I still had the book. I don't even know what it was called, but maybe I can track it down someday and get a copy of it. But anyway, it had this suggestion in it about a way to solve your problems using dream work. And the thing about that is, dreams come from our subconscious. They come from inside of our own minds. And our subconscious picks up all kinds of things throughout the day that we don't have time to process because we're busy, we're doing other things, and we just can't focus. So it just like takes everything in and it kind of holds it there. And then when we dream, it brings it all out. And it tends to communicate with us in terms of metaphor. Sometimes dreams aren't clear, sometimes they seem to make no sense. But if we spend a little time thinking about them, we can often interpret them and find the solutions to the problems that we have, especially if we make a mindful effort before we go to sleep to program our own minds in order to solve a specific problem. And it's not hard to do. I've been doing it since I was in middle school, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it too. Now, initially, when I first started working this particular magic, I was not evoking the goddess Hecate. That came to me later when I was working with her and I had created a piece of artwork. It was after that that I started working with her a lot more. Part of my process of creating my art, I communicate with that deity that I'm illustrating. I take the herbs that are associated with that deity, I make an infusion, and I infuse my watercolor paint that I use to create the background of it into the actual art. So that artwork is full of the vibrations of that deity. It helps me to connect with them on a higher plane so that I can channel their energy as I'm working on the actual art. After I actually did the illustration, kind of during and after, that I really began to work with this goddess a lot more than I had previously. And that was when it occurred to me that she's a great goddess to petition for assistance in unlocking the mysteries of our own mind. That was when I started working this particular little bit of magic, working with Hecate. When you're getting ready for bed, all you need to do is grab yourself a cup, fill it up with some water, grab a piece of paper, and on that piece of paper, you want to write the problem that you're trying to solve. Fold that piece of paper in half away from you because you're trying to remove the problem. And then turn it counterclockwise and fold it away from you one more time. And then turn it counterclockwise and fold it away from you a third time. You only do this 3 times. As Hecate is a goddess of a crossroads that goes 3 ways, and she is a triple goddess. So we're going to fold this 3 times because we're going to be evoking and working with Hecate. Grab your cup, and then you're going to drink that cup of water. The point is you just need to be able to drink the water after you ask for help solving this problem. Then you're going to take your 3-folded piece of paper, you're going to drop it into your empty cup. And after you do that, holding the key in your hand, you're going to use this charm. Hecate, unlock my mind. In dreams, solutions I will find. As I dream, I see. As I dream, I solve. As I dream my problem, so I shall resolve. Remember, remember, remember. Leave your key next to your empty cup with the problem that you're trying to solve inside. All you have to do now is go to sleep and dream. And Hecate will help you to unlock the solution to your problem, because the problem that you have, whatever you're facing, Hecate reminds you that you have what you need inside of you to solve your own problems. Believe it or not, you really do. And sometimes it seems like there's just no way that I possibly have the solution to this. Somebody else has more wisdom, somebody else has more abilities. The truth is, it's your life problem. You've manifested here on the physical plane to face the problems that life gives you. So in order to solve them, all you need is yourself. All you need is your own mind. And the way to find the answer to that is to use your subconscious. Because sometimes the subconscious mind sees and knows more things than you realize in your waking mind. So that's all you have to do. When you wake up, you will probably realize that whatever you dreamed was the solution to your problem. Once your problem has been solved, you should definitely thank Hecate for her assistance, as you can donate to any animal shelter of your choice, because dogs are sacred to Hecate. It doesn't even have to be a lot of money. It can be $1. If you have a dog or you know a dog, give them a treat. Give them a nice brushing or something like that. That's another nice way to say thank you to Hecate. She also cares very deeply for the poor and the downtrodden. So you can also make a small donation to help a charity that helps people who are in need. It's always a good idea to be grateful for that which we have, because if we tell the universe that we're thankful, then we will get more of what we're thankful for. As promised, how the heck are you going to remember your dream when you wake up, right? Here's a couple of tips to help you remember your dream so that you can figure out the problem that is on your mind. Do not let your feet hit the floor before you remembered everything. Once your feet hit the floor, once you've gotten out of bed, once you started doing your thing, that's going to fade away like smoke on the wind. It's important to keep pen and paper next to your bed and start writing down everything that you can remember. And it's okay if you don't remember everything in order. If all you remember is smells, faces, different symbols. What animals did you see? What colors did you see? Anything weird that you can remember about the dream. Anything not weird. Anything at all. Every single thing that you can remember, no matter how important or unimportant it may seem. The next step is you need to interpret this dream, because dreams speak to us in metaphor. They aren't very often hitting you right on the head with what they mean. So if you have a dream interpretation book, that's your next step. Once you've written the dream down, you're pretty good to go. Then you can get up and start moving around for the day. Come back to your dream journal or your sheet of paper and start interpreting those things. It's quite easy, really. And if you don't have a dream interpretation book, you can just look it up online. I like Dream Moods. That's a really cool website. I will put the link below. If you read something in a dream interpretation book or on a website that doesn't match with your interpretation, like for instance, if it says that dreaming about cats, means something bad, but you love cats, go with your gut on this. Other people's dream interpretations. If something means something important to you, don't second guess. Especially for those of us who are witches, there are lots of things that we might experience in our lives in a different way than a typical Judeo-Christian point of view. But how is our dream speaking to our subconscious to help solve this problem? I also posted the charm that you recite to evoke Hecate's assistance in the description below. If you like my Hecate cup and you want one of your own, I'll also put the link down there. But seriously, any cup will work for this spell. Thanks again, everybody, for joining me in my bewitched studio. I hope that you enjoyed this quick and easy spell. And if you did, be sure to hit like. If this spell works for you and you manage to solve your problems through your dreams, feel free to tell me in the comments. I would love to hear your story. Subscribe as well. I'm going to be doing new spells every week. So, well, they might not all be spells. I'm probably going to do lots of different things, but some things will be spells, some things will be tips. I might even give you guys a tour of my witchy studio at some point, and my workshop, which is right next door, where Dan and I make all of our enchanted and bewitched items that we send out to everybody. So be sure to subscribe, because I've got lots of ideas coming up to share with you guys. What else did I want to say? Hope that you have sweet dreams and that all your problems are easy ones to solve. Thanks again for joining me. Blessed be.